And we are live. The 50's on everything, chat.
Nice.
I don't know if you're allowed in here, Marcos. The 50's on everything, chat.
I don't know if he can hang. Maybe he's got two of his 30s together.
30s plus.
So I don't agree with that. I use a what is it? It's a dang, who makes it now? The Noveski quick detached receiver end plate. So it replaces your receiver end plate with a QD mount underneath that hole. It's usually doing nothing at the base of the receiver, underneath the top of your pistol grip. And for me, when I'm carrying around a rifle, it's at a class or at a shooting event like a competition or whatever, or I don't know, some theoretical situation. So for me, when I sling one, it's with people around and with concern as to where my muzzle's pointing. So pretty much every class I've ever been to, they want you to be aware of your muzzle and all that, and stow it to your, at least for those of us that are right-handed, to our left side. So for me, having the points of contact, for me, the front sight post and then the end of the receiver makes your sling, or your stock, kind of poke out a little bit, but then that way the gun is pointed where I want it. If I had to deal with the whole stock and everything, that only works if you're putting it over your back or something. But if you're trying to put it there where you want to have quick access to it, you're fighting that sling constantly. So I never would run it from the toe on my stock.
Okay.
And then I use HK hooks off of a VTAC sling. So actually there's quick detach in the back for the AR, and then HK hook up front, and just the standard like stock sling swivel that's up there. And then on the AK is just an HK hook on both sides, and then same points of contact. It also gives me the advantage of having the same manual of arms, at least as far as my sling and everything, between my AR and my AK.
And again, you said that was right behind the pistol grip, right beneath the buffer tube?
He's talking about the end plate right here. So the end plate.
That like place there, not doing nothing. Or like Sean's got the one, what's that, Magpul one?
The ASAP.
This is actually the iKick Hippies.
Same kind of concept. So instead of having that attachment, it just has a QD. But that would be the same concept as having something like that on there with the HK hook.
Okay, because I do actually have. I ended up buying a while back the Magpul, whatever the hell it's called, for right there.
Rattle noisemaker.
Yeah, they have a little link stuck on the plate that rattles around, and a lot of people just cut it off.
You wake up a sentry, so you don't have to worry about sneaking up on anybody. You can wake them up long before you get there.
Okay. See,
you made fun of me for that once, and then I got the QD end plate real quick.
Now, what you can do if you have that is, if you're not going to cut the link off, is take it and wrap it with 550 or something so that it silences it.
Or can't you just wrap it like in like electrical tape?
Hmm.
And then it becomes all gummy.
Yeah, electrical tape is weak.
I mean, what if it was
the mainstay of the infantry when I was in? You wrapped everything in electrical tape.
Not back in the olden days when that's all there was, but now we've got.
Wow. I think I just got called old.
So this is what he's talking about, the rattle maker.
First, I don't know why you'd leave that link on there. Unless you like sounding like a dog running around.
Hey, Keeson, stop moving it so much so I can see it.
I thought you said you had it.
That's the same noise I make when I
have it on
scratch.
the gun, though.
That's the same noise I make whenever I scratch my nuts.
Yeah.
What kind of nuts do you have, dude?
Oh,
Get
wait.
some bolt cutters and
Nuts of steel, bro.
I thought I just actually had the actual replacement plate. I didn't think it had the actual other ring on it.
It has a D-ring, so it has a 180 degree, so you could like.
But I'm not gonna lie to you though, the fucking Magpul quick detaches are fucking like. All right, so my pistol, I think both of my rifles now have the quick detach butt plate, and that shit is tight. I like that, but if all your shit isn't quick detached, then like you're kind of fucked.
I don't even have I try to preach like, oh, you need a sling on every gun. I don't have a sling on every gun.
At least all the modern guns and any modern pieces you put on it, as far as railing or anything, I can't think of a modern piece of railing that doesn't have a quick detach mount on it. But if you're going to keep it authentic, like obviously, like an AK, you're not going to put any rails on the AK. It's hard to find a quick detach, and a quick detach on the rear portion of an AK, impossible. I haven't seen it.
Crazy. HK hooks. Just like exactly what
No,
Sean's
no. But I'm talking about the like the actual push pin quick release detach. I've yet to see something like that on a rear portion of an AK.
Yeah, but that hook right there is super strong and fairly quiet for what it is, and super strong.
No, I'm just saying, like in the case you buy like the the Magpul sling one all be all, it's never one all be all because it doesn't go to AKs.
Kasan,
Yes.
that rattling, there's a stuff called Plasti Dip. It's made for like tool handles and stuff. You can buy a little
tool handles and like car like rims and all that stuff. I know.
Yeah, you could just dip that little link there in some Plasti Dip. Probably quiet it right down.
I don't know. I don't even have a sling for it. I just got it.
Keep in mind, like that ring doesn't come off, so that means you have to dip it twice, and it'll be uneven at that point.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up with like a lip in some way, shape, or form.
So I feed mine. I have the VTAC attachment point where it has actual like a swivel stud, and then it has a quick detach, just attachment point, and then just regular like slotted for like a sling. So I'd use that. I just feed it through like that, and I feed mine through the bottom of my Magpul C-Fire over here. I just have it.
Thing with two different quick detaches, and use the one permanent way of attaching.
Use the permanent one. So I have it right here on my sling. Like it comes up right here, and again I could just have it so it doesn't even impede my like movement or anything like that.
So let's say you're jumping out of the helicopter or the back of the deuce and a half, and that thing gets all caught up in the tailgate, and now you're swinging from it. You got to cut your sling, or you just got to push it back.
You just cinch it up because it's adjustable. Boom.
See, I'm gonna go old school with the.
No, but you're caught by the sling, so the fact that you can't detach your sling is why you're dead.
Right.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's true. Right.
One button quick detach. Now you're out of there and in the fight.
Yeah, well, I'm still a kid. I was a kid. It's no need for it. But yeah, maybe.
And there is not.
Shit like that don't happen in FJ 550.
Yeah, come on now. It doesn't happen in FJ.
There's nothing wrong with the old swivels and the old slings. They work. They're effective. They're in some cases better when it comes to not having as much stretch in the leather, but they're less flexible. They're harder to manage, and we're talking about something onto the bottom of the rifle. So, it naturally wants to.
That's what I was saying. If you had it on the bottom of, I was saying that in the start of it, if you have it on the bottom of the regular metal attachment point on a regular, like, a whatever, carbine buttstock, whatever it is, in the bottom of the front sight post, it'll tend to fall down that way.
Right.
So
this is why, anytime we would deploy, first thing we do is, with the old A2 type M16s, we break out the 550 cord and we'd wrap from the bottom of the stock to the top of the stock with the 550 and make a little loop and put our sling up there, and then we take 100-mile-an-hour tape, basically duct tape, and wrap it around it to keep everything stable, and it would be stuck that way so that we'd have a sling point on top. And then we do the same thing up here on the barrel. And then if you shot too much, you'd have to eventually replace it because you started burning through the 550 cord. But it was to allow us to, as we were out on patrol walking, have the gun on the sling on your shoulder and down here kind of at the low ready, which the underslung from the standard A2 or anything else in M14 just wouldn't allow you to do.
Well, fuck.
What sling do you got over there, Z?
I got the VTAC padded sling.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it feels good, man. That little bit of pad right there, it's fucking...
What
That
color?
little... oh, I went black, dude. I'm a piece of shit. Matches everything else.
And this is on your AR?
Correct.
It's like, and I'm a firm believer in 2-point slings. Everybody wanted to do single-point slings on everything for a while. Then they wanted to do 3-point slings and, the Rhodesian setups and all these things. It's been so cyclical on what sling is popular. And I'll tell you, on a short barrel personal defense weapon, sure, the single point has its place. On just about everything else, I have never found cause to use anything but a 2-point.
My buddy...
I will agree with you on that too.
my buddy that was kind of high speed, low drag, I think he deployed single for, when the first time he deployed it was single, second time was 2-point, and then during that he switched to 3, and he really, really liked the 3-point. He was asking me why I didn't get a 3-point. I'm like, man, from back when I was hunting or whatever, it was already something that I already knew was a 2-point sling, so I just figured I'll start with that. I mean,
Well,
he said he
and
really
I'll
liked...
qualify that. I'm talking about the modern 2-points, the fast adjustment. I mean, like the
Yeah.
Victors. It's a good sling. All
Without
of
the
my guns
bungee, right?
are running no bungees.
Yes.
Yeah,
The only
this doesn't
time you
have any...
ever run a
this doesn't have
bungee
any-
is on a single point PDW, and you're not using the sling for anything except keeping that thing in close when you're not keeping your hands on it. It's a horrible sling setup, and isn't.
I mean, there is a
conducive to
purpose for it, though,
accuracy or use,
too.
other than just retaining a PDW.
Well, in shoulder transition,
No.
it's a little easier on that, too, and...
Well, if I had to clear buildings all day, I would want a single point sling. But if I wanted accuracy,
I have a single point
marksmanship,
for this.
I'd
This
go
is the
for
only gun I have a single point for.
most people have forgotten that a 2-point sling can be a lot more than just to hold your rifle. It is a tool. It can help you be a lot more accurate with your rifle.
Absolutely.
You can
Leverage.
use it to stabilize that rifle and become much more accurate at greater distances.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not the role of the little personal defense short barrel rifle or AR pistol, whichever you may have. So a single point might be appropriate there. But if you're getting into a long rifle, you're getting into a long rifle because you want to hit at, I'm not even going to say extended ranges, but at moderate to extended range. And having that sling appropriately set up on the rifle lets you lock it in and reduce that little minute of wiggle on the barrel, and can increase accuracy hugely, not to mention just being more convenient for carry.
I linked my limited run that I got my hands on, a Blue Force Gear AK sling. Kind of has AK stamped on it, but did a screen share of it. But
Oh, let me see what.
there's
Did
better
you
pictures.
do anything to that stock, or is that the way you got it?
No, that's I refinished that stock. It looks they did that myself, so it looks different in the sun. I have a video of it in the sun. It turns bright red. But
Yeah, once you do about
Pretty
20
decent
more,
right
you'll
there.
be an expert.
what?
Once you do about 20 more of them, you'll be an expert.
I'm not doing one more of them. It was a pain in the ass to get it that good.
I think it looks pretty good like that.
I tried to refinish the stock once, and I would never post a picture of what came out when I did it.
I did a whole video of mine. It looks when you put it in the bright sunlight, it just the reds really come out.
Oh,
This is
mine's
like-
really red.
So, yeah. Basically, it
Make
was
a-
vodka,
make a
Rit
green
dye.
dye.
What? You want me to make it green? You can make it purple. You should get the right color Rit dye.
I use the Ritz food coloring.
Yeah, well, basically what I did on my AK, I mean, I like the sling in case you guys are just interested in looking at it because you're talking about slings. But yeah, it's like ironwood, upper and lower hand guards and grip, and it's the original buttstock. So basically, it's just one layer of mahogany, red mahogany Minwax, and then a bunch of layers of scarlet Rit dye, and mixed with vodka and semi-urethane, semi-gloss polyurethane, and in vodka with and just a couple drops of acetone to break up the powder crystals. So, I mean, I go over the entire process if you want, but it took 5 months.
Oh, that seemed like a long time to explain it.
Well, yeah, it would take a long time. I don't know if you guys want to hear all that.
Plus, the chat's only good for 8 hours, so.
Exactly.
Shit.
I'm maybe good for 4.5 months worth of explanation, but at that point I got other appointments and things.
Anyway, so yeah, that's my surfboard and my AK sling there, and you get better pictures of the sling. I'll put the.
Now that's at least evidence, some kind of proof that one of you is in Hawaii. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I never seen Island Surfboard or nothing, so.
The Hawaiian version of crickets is happening right now.
Because I don't have a surfboard, I have a kayak and dive gear.
Oh, well.
That could be anywhere. That could be the Bahamas.
Yep, could be, but it's not.
I put the Blue Force Gear AK sling in the lobby chat. Link there, so too. So.
Hey, G-Webs, I think I found the link I was looking for the other night. This one shows the 10 leading causes of death in the United States for 2013.
It was locked on your screen before trying to figure that out. What I was trying to tell us there.
Yeah. And firearms is for all ages. Firearms is not even in the top 10, so.
I do what I can.
Well, unintentional injury. Well, we don't know where firearms are in there, huh?
Ban the placenta, apparently.
Oh, look at that dog.
Number 6.
Isn't that a goth metal band?
What, ban the placenta?
Yeah.
I think that's banned, like put another band around one, not
Oh.
ban. Prevent them.
Refresh this.
So basically, though, it's saying that like unintentional like accidents are the main cause for everybody.
From ages 1 through
On
44.
the far right, all ages, heart disease.
Well, then you
Yeah.
start to die when you get old, I guess. Why does it keep glitching out? Is that happening for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, he's moving around.
Yeah, there. Causes of death on these unintentionals.
Oh, I see.
Is poison.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Fire
motivated-
0.03%.
Nice. 48. Am I reading that right, or is it 20?
We're at-
Hey,
Right here?
we're just above bicycling.
which one for motor vehicles?
Oh no, we're looking at the important one. Firearms. 48 number of deaths out of 15,000.
Yeah.
And what year was that? I can't read it at the top.
2013.
Oh, come on.
well,
Why are we even talking about this? 48?
But that's ages 33 to 44.
Yeah.
Ages 30.
Okay, but I mean, we have to assume it's fairly consistent.
Each one is probably going to be different. Let's see.
So apparently we need to ban machinery.
Poisoning. No. We need to ban poisoning.
I think
Poisoning
that
needs to be
really-
illegal.
Our goal is to just educate. Like, they're using emotion to just, just
All right.
pick on this
Well,
one thing because they know.
Can we ban falling then?
Speaking of which, Shark Week starts July 5th.
Let's see,
Let's make it a
0.3% for
felony
firearms
to
on that
fall
one.
down. Let's also make it a felony to push someone down or to trip someone.
0.5% for the 25 to 34.
I think you're talking about
40
old
plus
people
80.
falling down in their house.
So it went to what, 82? So
Yeah,
it didn't quite double.
No, I'm talking about falling. That was 305.
I know, but we're talking about firearms.
We're watching firearms, so our 129.
Let's see. That was 15 to 24, wasn't it? Or was that 25
No,
to...
that was 25-34.
Okay, 15 to 24.
But wait, it's all about the children.
Oh, there it goes. Look at that skyrocket right there.
Now we're at 255. I did my Common Core math right. So we're still talking under 300.
And that's basically everybody from 15 to 44, basically.
Well, 15 to 24.
No. If what G-Web's number, though, is 15
Oh, okay,
through
yeah.
44.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now you're going to click on this one, and this will get us 10 through 44. And we're only adding 24 more. What were we at? 350. So we're not even, or 250. We're not even at 300 really.
Right.
So we're still just under 3, which is ridiculous.
Motor vehicles. Gee, Christmas.
In a country of 300 million, we're letting them dictate rights of
A part of a percentage. A part.
a part of a percentage. 300 out of 300 million.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I don't even know how to do the math. I'd have to use metric or some shit.
There's definitely some decimal points and shit.
Well, pedestrians are have a higher death rate, I think, so we need to ban walking.
Well, no, but maybe a way to bring it to people is to say literally, according to the numbers that we pay the government to come up with, if we were able to prevent, a couple of pedestrian accidents, we would overwhelm how many deaths happen from firearms, right? We could save so many more lives by just saving a few people from jaywalking.
But here's
that's
the thing,
actual
though.
Bigger
This
scourge
is-
of safety.
This is unintentional injuries. This doesn't have anything to do with, like, homicide or anything like that, though, right?
I guess you're
Right.
right. But
Homicide.
how often do they
We
show-
can start just pushing
how
people
often
in front
people
of
get
cars
pushed
to
into
affect the
traffic?
statistics.
Homicides are the red ones right here.
Oh, I guess if you
Right.
click on homicide, it'll tell us what the homicides are, I suppose.
Right.
This
I
is
would
an
think-
awesome link, dude. Thanks for finding this one. We should save
Yep.
this one somewhere. Ah, fuck.
You got firearm, cut, pierce, unspecified, suffocation.
So that's
This is
25
very
through
much.
34.
Yeah, that's just
That
for...
age where they're not acting like handle it with their fists. Wait, where is
All right,
fist?
since we're all gun people here, now let's keep it on this one for a second. Let's say
Okay.
that in that hypothetical world where they figure out a way to make us happy by getting rid of firearms, and now there's no more firearms. We then have cut and pierce, which, we could bring up that stupid Chinese example, but that's the exception of the rule. So, yeah, so you're not going to hurt as many people with a cutting. Unspecified is nothing. Suffocation is probably like with a pillow, so let's not include like cutting off the air to a building or something like, catastrophic. We don't know what other is, but what I'm getting at is when it says struck by or against, that's basically dropping shit on people, right? Knocking people off of something. But
Yeah,
what I'm
with
getting
your
at here is poisoning and fire. You're going to want to kill somebody. We already know that 3,000 people, according to this, in this year between those ages, got killed by somebody else that just happened to be with a firearm. What about getting rid of the firearm makes us believe that those 3,000 people aren't still mad at those other 3,000 people or whatever? And what if they were too pussy to use a knife, because we already know they didn't use a knife. They used a much easier firearm. They were too, whatever. The opportunity wasn't there to do unspecified suffocation. They probably didn't have the the option to do so. But what I'm getting at is if they get down to poisoning and fire, the two that are for cowards and can be done remotely, what would make the people who want to get rid of firearms think that those 3,000 people who hate 3,000 other people enough to kill them, and even in the heat of passion decided not, against their own best interest, they went ahead and killed those 3,000 people, what would stop them from burning their house down? Or what would stop them from poisoning their whole family? Or at least the food they're going to eat? And that might affect their whole family. That might affect the whole city block that they're on or the building that they're in. So why would we think that by removing firearms from the mix, we're going to stop the violence? And realistically, those same cowards who would use a gun to kill someone else are going to continue to try. It's just now they're going to affect lots more people. Yep. And how does government legislation answer that? Or how does the prevention of firearms answer that? Is that a valid way to bring this argument to them?
Yeah, because that right there will skyrocket from collateral damage.
Well, I just wanted to say as a point about this chart that the fire is fire/burn, but most people in a fire will die from suffocation from the smoke. What carbon dioxide or whatever. I'm not a fire expert, but I know more people die from suffocation if they're in a building that's burning than from burning.
Well, that's why suffocation is 107 and fire is 11.
But it says fire/burn. Yeah, they aren't. Those statistics are messed up. I mean, because it should be fire, suffocation/suffocation.
Well, that could be just pouring gas on somebody and setting them on fire.
Exactly.
Pouring gas on somebody. Gasoline is too expensive.
But anyway,
just out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, our gas prices keep going up for some reason. Everybody else's keep going down. I don't get it.
Plus $2.99 for a bottle of lighter fluid for your charcoal grill.
Oh yeah, I stockpiled a Bic lighter or a Zippo lighter fluid or whatever they sell at Walmart. Those yellow bottles.
So that's at 25 through 34. Go older or younger on that, because younger I'm thinking is like what I think for gang violence, so to speak.
Yeah, this one's gonna be higher.
Thank you.
Yep.
That's only a little bit higher though. I mean, it's still under 4,000.
The cut and pierce is higher. Look at that.
Well, yeah, because they're gonna cut a motherfucker.
Yep.
See, I got to use it. It took me all night, but I was able to use it.
What rap song is that from?
Well done. And fire and burn went down. Suffocation is a little bit less. Unspecified, like swapped.
Well, they don't have sharks listed in here.
That could be other specific.
Yeah. Unspecified.
And what's under fire and because I got the icons in the way I can't see the last two.
Drownings and fall.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
So yeah, you know that they're gonna try and point at it's the number one blah 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 blah, but you somehow, some way, we got to be able to point to it, like G-Webs was saying, and now, granted, you are trying to talk to somebody that's irrational, rationally, and that in itself is going to be work. But I'm not trying to say that it's not worth the work.
What if you said it in a way that, like, wow, when you think about it, those 3,000 people, I'm glad they only had a gun, or that I'm glad they had a gun, because otherwise they would have killed 9,000 people trying to kill those 3,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the guns are the things that are keeping us from, having car bombs, because we know in other countries where firearms are more restricted, then it's easier to make a car bomb. We get a lot more collateral damage, so I'm kind of glad that there's firearms out there.
Here's another one, G-Web, suicide by firearms.
I wonder what suffocation is. Putting yourself in a car, I guess? Putting a bag over your head?
No, fire.
A noose?
Fire.
Yeah,
No, is
hanging
that
yourself.
suffocation? You die
Yeah.
from breaking your
Yeah.
neck with a noose, I thought.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, hanging yourself.
I would think that, yeah, you set your place on fire or something, then you're gonna die from suffocation.
Well, that's pretty
Turn on the car.
Do people really
Here's
set
the
their
thing,
place on fire?
Very few people know how to actually hang themselves, so they wind up suffocating instead of stabbing.
Yeah, how about the car in the garage? Car in the
They don't
garage.
put in the real effort to study up on how to do it correctly.
They just Google it, like, you know. So if Yankee wants to kill himself, he'll just have to Google how.
Poisoning's probably popping pills.
Or drinking bleach, or
Where is
you know,
jumping
I
off
would
of a
think that would-
bridge?
I guess that would be the, like...
Right here, fall.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
We don't have. Well, we have some bridges you can jump off here. So. Lately, people have been finding bodies under bridges that got pushed off.
Yeah, fire. You gotta be really dedicated to set yourself on fire.
no shit. And like, what was it? Was it those monks, the Buddhist monks? Was that during the time of Vietnam that did that?
Yes.
Wait,
With the crazy picture, the black and white picture?
Yes. Like I said, you gotta be really dedicated to set yourself on fire.
What do they say? You got to be committed, or at least you should be.
yeah, okay. So for suicides, I'm going to say suffocation is just turning on the car in your garage.
Or hanging yourself.
That would be asphyxiation, not suffocation.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Tell that to David Carradine.
Yeah, there's the thing about the difference that makes no difference.
Sexual. That was a sex game. Sex game.
Motherfucking dead is motherfucking dead, dude. I mean, dead and hanging in the closet, you know? I mean, anyway.
Yeah, they chose to rule that one suffocation rather than masturbation.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about that. You know he didn't do it by himself.
How fucking
think it
creepy
kinda
is it
was.
that suicide is bigger than homicide for 35 to 44?
Yeah.
That's that not
22,
quite middle-age crisis, you know, when people kind of freak
Well,
out
that's
Sure,
sometimes.
I'm just about done with that one, so I guess I made it through okay. Maybe that's when you pass through this, is when you go buy your Corvette or whatever.
Well,
Huh?
for
My
the
dad
45
waited-
to 54, it's 8,600.
45 to 54, you don't even you can do whatever the fuck you want. You don't even have to worry about getting murdered. It's not even an option, is it?
Let me see here.
My dad waited till he was 75 before he bought a
Hang out in
Corvette.
dangerous areas and do all kinds of.
Wow, apparently, yes, if you're 45 to 54, you don't even get homicided.
It's not
Or,
possible.
wait, or is it? It's not even listed? Really?
It's not even a thing. People
It's
don't
not in the
kill
top
people.
10. It's
Okay,
not-
right,
by
right,
the-
right. It's
by
not
then
in the top
you just
10.
drank yourself to death, or your heart's failed on you.
Is it possible that by the time you turn 45, you figure out the concept of 45 AARP, and then at that point nobody has the balls to mess with you anymore?
That's it.
Hmm.
And that
Nice.
AARP doesn't kick in until you're 50.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we're talking about the 45 AARP.
Yeah, gotta pay attention.
They don't have that. They don't.
Oh, most certainly. Most certainly do.
You want to check
AARP
the hashtag, then you.
until you're 50.
Although you'd have to worry about malignant necroplasms or whatever the fuck. So, I guess you got
Oh,
that.
and right there, diabetes, cerebrovascular disease. Oh, man, that's nasty.
Liver disease.
Chronic low respiratory disease. Oh, yeah, feeling that.
I can shoot all of those things. I'm fine.
Septicemia.
Oh, and the HIV making an appearance.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
you know, by that time you might have fucked everything you could possibly fuck that 45 to 55.
Dang, you definitely start dying of illnesses. Like unintentional accidents aren't even on the list anymore when you're that old.
Yeah.
Notice though when it says all ages, freaking homicide ain't on the list either.
Nope.
Because
That's what I was
look,
saying.
Heart
That's
disease,
only an
611,000.
Only an anomaly for you little kids that never die of anything else because that's a thing that they die of, but there's nothing else that hurts them. Once you start getting older, you got all kinds of other shit to think about.
Yeah, once you get past 44, then
I think
You gotta
this
worry about
this whole fucking chart is made with some sort of like agenda and connotation implied by making the things red and hovering them around. It makes it seem like it's a big deal. But look, you got to go down to number 6, liver disease. Well, I guess that's old people, but still, if you go to the 35, you got to go down to
Alcoholics.
liver disease, and that's still more.
No, I mean, look, it's number 7 for 25 to 34.
I think liver disease is from drunks, basically, alcoholics.
All I'm saying is that's as many people, or excuse me, as many kids as get shot in one of those ones that they're trying to make it look like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
alcoholics and people with hepatitis.
What's a malignant neoplasm? Why is that, like a heart attack or some shit? Why is that at the top of all these? Or is that just cancer?
It's straight up cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck cancer then. I ain't getting
Well,
it. Seems like it's deadly.
oh, it is. It'll
Yeah,
fucking kill
cancer
you.
is bad for you.
You might be able to have it go in remission, or they might be able to cut it out, or
I mean, in case you had been previously informed, cancer is bad for you.
yeah. Nothing says that you can't beat it. It's just that your odds aren't really super duper on that.
influenza. Yeah, influenza and pneumonia. Number 6 for
For the
ages
youth?
1, 2, 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pneumonia. My folks got it when they came back from a trip to along the Mississippi River. They did a riverboat thing, and on the plane they both got pneumonia. And my mom was in the
In
hospital
Hawaii?
for a day. No, they live in California. They went to on a Mississippi boat tour, and and visited a few towns along the river. And yeah, my mom was in the hospital for a day and a half. This is like 2-3 months ago, and but she got out pretty quick. And then my dad got it, and we were worried about him, but he wasn't as bad for my dad. But
I work in a
yeah,
pharmacy.
it's airplanes where you can get it from, where you get that stuff from. It's really on airplanes. That's where they got it.
A plane ride to Hawaii, like a long time.
Yeah, well, it's any plane ride anywhere. It's not the time. It's if you get the bug from an enclosed area. I mean, I don't know. You just need some kind of protective mask whenever you go on an airplane, I guess, because that's the most common way to get it. That's how they got it.
Will
got
they
it on
let me on
airplane.
with my gas mask? Is that kosher? Will they let me on the plane wearing my gas mask?
Did you not see the guy who did the Vine where he had a hazmat suit when the whole Ebola thing was going on?
People at Walmart, when I go to Walmart in Hawaii, sometimes the Asian people, especially, they'll come in with
Oh, I definitely see
masks
the
on.
Peter's masks or whatever,
Yeah,
surgical masks,
they have
whatever.
more
They have
expensive.
signs that say you can't wear masks in places.
No. But
Doesn't
I,
it? No, you can't wear a mask in some places.
well, it's just I think they should be allowed to at least bring a shema that you could wrap around your head, and not say I'm not a terrorist. I just don't want to get the flu, or pneumonia.
And they'll be like, sure.
Sure,
Sure,
you're a terrorist. Go for the shema.
Seriously, when I go onto a plane with when I'm wrapped around your head.
Yeah, maybe not so much. That's what I'm saying.
Not against the law. Shemas aren't on the banned list by the TSA.
You're upsetting the passengers, sir. Sir, you're upsetting the passengers, sir. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave, sir. Oh, yeah, I see it.
I work in a pharmacy, and I think it was
Sue the airline when they throw you off the plane then for your money and punitive damages, and then they won't do that next time.
the flu is like the leading cause. I think it's either the 6th or the 8th leading cause of death in the United States
For old
every
people.
year. No, just everyone in general.
Overall. Well, wait, Pink just had it up there.
Yeah, but the
Oh.
airplane is.
Yeah, the top 10 causes or whatever for all ages up there. And,
Number 1's heart disease.
yeah, but influenza is 8. But influenza does, and pneumonia do kill almost, 57,000 people a year?
Yep.
That's
Yeah, and
quite a
the
bit of
easiest
motherfuckers.
place to get pneumonia is on an airplane. That's what I'm saying.
Or in a what?
But think about it, if you have children too. If you
Hold
have
on.
children,
You said it gets 50-something people, but 45,000 of them are 65 plus. That's like old people getting it from the hospital they're in or whatever.
Yeah, the
hospitals
airplane
or
they're on.
either like the nursing homes and everything that it's just like it's just if you realize it, the flu is always there, but this is more common during like September, October, November when the weather gets bad and kids are all bottled up.
Well,
all in
wait.
one.
The adults like G-Web is talking about though too is because they're already lived a good portion of life and their system doesn't operate as efficiently, so
So
their
yeah, so again,
immune system can be inefficient, and
so
therefore
that's why if you look at it, the most causes of like a new disease or anything, the targets either like young children before the age of puberty, and then older people. Because after you hit puberty, your body's from then till like about the ages around like let's say 30 or so. That's gonna be like when you're at the peak of your performance. Averagely, if you're healthy and everything like that. Dude, I work in a pharmacy. I know all this.
well, you're not my doctor, so don't tell me. No, just kidding.
What's nephritis?
Was that
What's what?
Nephritis?
nephritis?
That's necrotizing fasciitis. Is that what you're talking about? That's a flesh-eating virus that
MRSA?
yeah, you can only surgically remove. There's no way to stop it except.
Wait a minute. Point at it on the little thing here, Pink, please. Oh, nephritis. I gotcha.
Necrotizing fasciitis, is that the same thing?
I'm gonna Google it so I can tell you. Nephritis. I think it's kidney disease.
Yep, it says kidney disease.
Inflammation of the kidneys.
Do all them anime shop websites.
Some people
Caused by-
pop out one of their kidneys when they're young, and then that way you just put it on storage, and then when you're old, you pop it back in.
So that means that that one kidney has to work twice as hard.
Big deal.
So you might burn it out twice as fast.
All right.
See, the
Touche.
idea is that you get it, you have a spare one anyway, and you have that one on ice, so that when you burn out one of your two, you got one ready to go. Just like a little, like what? Can you do liver? You having a spare heart, spare liver. I mean, everybody's got two is one is none, right? So how come we don't have organs on the backup plan? What the fuck's wrong with us?
They're designing it. Don't worry.
Don't worry, China does that. It's just illegal.
Yeah,
I
but
submit
that's a
to you the
bathtub full of
kidney,
ice.
or your pair of kidneys. We also have two eyes.
Right? Well, I could definitely use a new pair of those.
Eyes or kidneys?
Eyes. Kidneys doing okay.
So all this is well and good, but this is all old
I mean,
people. Are we going to
reading
have
all
all
this
kinds of
would tell
robot
me that
guts
I
and stuff
think I need
before
it.
this stuff happens to us?
It's cancer, and I need 2 livers.
I figure we're just going to have robot stuff before we have to start worrying about this kind of shit.
Well, they need to hurry the hell up.
Maybe monkey transplant parts. Time being.
Monkey brains and pig hearts, or what?
Well, whatever you get that malignant neuroplasm in, just throw a monkey part in there. Until they come up with a cool robot part.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that malignant? What? Neo. I thought it was neoplasm.
Cancer.
It's cancer.
So it's kind of depressing now. This is funner to look at when you're in the like 15 to 24 level. I mean, I guess I don't have to worry about homicide anymore.
Oh, wait, I got it. Yeah, it's not the tumor. Wait, no, it is a tumor.
Well, according to this, I guess we all should have been armed way earlier in life and can now go carrying.
Yeah, seriously, why aren't we giving 10-year-olds carry already?
Frickin' Louisiana. I posted that earlier. Must have been last week. State law passed, right? to have firearms education and safety in the schools. Now, I don't remember if it was high school or middle school or what, but the fact that the Jindal is supposed to sign it into law, I think that's a good thing. And they were saying that basically most of it's going to follow the Eddie the Eagle program that's already out there for the most part. Nobody's...
Yeah, you can go back all the year back to 1999 too. So
when they were partying like it's 1999.
yeah, let's see if it does that. Yep. Wow.
Still heart disease.
Yep. Still no firearms or homicide.
Wow.
Wow, heart disease, 725,000.
That was
What
before.
was it in the moderner one or the newer one?
I think it was like 600. Let me double check.
Some of this is going to be the baby boomers getting up and dying.
Yep, just 611.
So 100,000 less, but like you just said,
That wave of old timers is going to screw with everything for a while because they're a big wave.
right. But still, yet 130,000 people die every year of unintentional injury. Because wasn't the thing about on one of the other scales like this, it was misdiagnosis and malpractice or whatever, and misissuance of pharmaceuticals or whatever was like over 100,000 people a year or several 100,000 people a year, I thought.
Yeah, so unintentional, it's 505 deaths by firearm.
Wow.
The top one is poisoning and then motor vehicles. And then, wow, 30,000 for falls.
It's that whole you can't fall down the steps if you don't have stairs.
Yep.
Which is not true. Anytime I fall, I'm falling from over 6 feet. At least my melon is. I like that machinery was higher.
Yep.
Other transport, could that be like a
Train,
kayak? Oh. Bicycle.
trains, planes, and all that. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the other land transport, I would imagine, then, right?
Yeah. So that'd be trains, and then that'd be
Trains and buses
planes.
and boats.
Natural environment. Oh, that's 1,500.
Shit's crazy out there in the woods.
Hypothermia.
Bigfoots.
Hypothermia.
Chuka robbers.
1, 2, 3.
Right, you gotta watch out for them chupacabras, man. Vicious.
Well, just by looking at this one, it seems like fall is the deadliest season.
Ha! Come on, that was funny.
Stay indoors.
Like that unspecified is that high. We don't really know. We can't really say. But it's, 5,000, 5,400 people a year,
Oh, look at that, all ages. And
Yeah.
the guns are 500. Chicago had that in 1 year.
That's probably all Chicago, though, right there.
Well, then again, unspecified, not homicide.
Yeah.
Excuse me, not unspecified, unintentional injuries.
Oh, this is just injuries. This isn't even deaths.
Right. This is not homicide.
Come on. Why are we even talking about this?
It's getting winged. Innocent bystander.
1/6, like something like 1/6, the 1/5, a little less than 1/5 of the fires. So if we were just able to, cut down on unintentional fire deaths by 20%, that would be more people saved. Not to mention property and everything else.
Yep. And drownings. If we do away with pools.
And lakes, and rivers, and bathtubs.
That's tenfold. So all we'd have to do is reduce that number of deaths by 10%, and that would more than cover all the accidental firearm injuries.
Well, for falling, couldn't we just put pillows everywhere? Airbags, whatever. Like everybody has their own personal airbag attached to them.
Require helmets, always, period.
Bubble wrap.
Yep.
Are you awake? Yes, then where's your helmet?
Private pile? There's got to be some joke in there for that.
Suicide. It's all ages.
I feel like my heart hurts and I can feel all my cancers now after reading this.
Look at that. There you go. Taking the easy way out. So if you just removed that 30,000 that they're always talking about or whatever, and you take 22,000 out of it, and so you're left with like what? If it was 36 or whatever they used to say, so that leaves you like 13, and out of that, how many of it is like police officers or whatever in the line of duty? How many of it is self-defense? I mean,
a third of that 2,100 suicides. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily just that 2,100, but the total 41,000, 8,000 of it is veterans. 22K is.
Oh yeah. Wow.
1/5 of this number, the total number, is firearms, and I suspect, a chunk of the firearms ones. It's what you're familiar with.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that.
Yeah, how about some rainbows and lotto numbers and that's an excellent resource, though, Pink.
Yep. Yeah, I'll throw it in there.
I feel like if I got my cancer in one of my kidneys, and then they just removed the kidney with the cancer, I could get rid of all those potentials in one thing, like one operation.
Right, you're definitely limiting your chances on that for sure.
I'm almost positive I'm not going to get murdered during the surgery, according to the statistics. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Because I guess malpractice doesn't fall under murdering, so.
Here's a link to that on the
I
side.
see hospital accident in there, so I wonder how many of those like other miscellaneous are, hospital accidents or surgery mishaps and stuff like that.
Nice.
Or
And that's CDC, so that's actually real stuff.
complications from hospital visits.
How many people die in a hospital every year?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Well, if you think about it, it could be anything from the heart, the kidney, HIV, gunshot wounds, stabbings, suicide attempts. You know what I mean? I mean, that number.
Staph infections is a really, I know that's really big. A lot of people can die over just staph infections, and it's really common to get them at hospitals. My ex-girlfriend lost her grandpa that way. He went in for some minor test, and the x-ray technician scraped him on the table, gave him like a cut on the back of his neck that turned into a staph infection, and like 40 days later he was dead.
No kidding.
Is that what you call the sepsis?
Yes, yeah, sepsis, yeah, yep. And they did all sorts of stuff and all sorts of, I mean, that guy went through hell the last 40 days of his life with like all sorts of, I mean, he just went through all sorts of stuff. It was bad.
Well, and once you have staph, even if you get it as a child or whatever, you basically have staph on you for the rest of your days.
So this is like the coroner edition of Gun Channel.
Yeah. This is the Undertaker.
It's just seriously making like my guts hurt and all my cancers start aching.
Yeah.
Well, then we need to
living
pictures
instead of
bacon
dying
or something, man. Bacon and like I said, fucking naked chicks or something. I want some positivity.
Positive.
Actually, who was the one that posted? Yeah, that was a good post, Will.
Usually smoking a cigarette is a good thing. This time I felt like I was lighting the wick on my cancer explosions.
cancer sticks.
Well, you gotta have the ability to have a positive mental attitude so that you can just believe that your antibodies are in there kicking ass because they are basically little superheroes defending your body from all the evils in the world.
Well, I got a news flash for you. You're all going to die one day, so,
Absolutely, but I don't have to be in a motherfucking hurry.
I still got guns to shoot.
Right?
I still got ammo.
Man, I was just going to say, I got ammo left, dude. I can't go nowhere. You know what they'll do with this after I'm gone? Come on.
The government will take it and destroy it.
That's more depressing than everything else we were just talking about.
So leave it to
Holy
me.
shit.
Put it in your will.
Oh, no. They already have recipients lined up for these. And they happen to live in a freedom-loving state.
All states should be freedom-loving states.
Oh, they should be.
I would like to be able to take my gun anywhere I want across America at any time, anywhere, any place. Because I feel I should have the right to be able to defend myself anywhere, anytime.
I've done that a few times.
I did it all the way down to Florida from Denver, Colorado. So down to Key Largo, Florida, all the way to the Keys. I wasn't, and it was actually a good thing I had it, man. Like, I don't know, I was right outside Atlanta and scary stuff.
Now, how much were the FN mags and how much were the P mags?
Let me see here. I think the P mags were like $14 or $15 a piece.
Okay.
The FN mags were, I think, $25
40?
a piece.
So Island, you're
Oh, that's
stocking
not
up
bad.
on the Lancers?
Do what?
I bought 6 more.
No. See,
Yeah,
I
They
only
were 6 for 55.
Yeah, the 6 for
See, and
55.
yeah,
Bowtech has they've been out of the translucent ones though for like months.
for like months. Yeah. The first 12 that I got were foliage. Now the next 6 that I just got are OD green.
Yeah, that foliage color doesn't do anything for me. I mean, at least the OD. I mean, I painted
I
the
like
black
it.
ones that I got, but anyway,
It goes pretty good with the woodland camo I got on my LBV.
$50s on everything.
Nice. Oh, that's for the PS9. Okay. And where were you getting the reasonably priced American Eagle?
Oh,
Pink? Sorry.
the ammo.
Was that?
It was from Palmetto.
Yeah. I know, but I was thinking of the brand. Was it American Eagle? That had the reasonably priced?
Yeah, they had a sale going on. American Eagle was $15 a box.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
They're off sale now, so I went ahead and got the FN brand.
And what is that up to?
$19.99, I believe. So
And
still
is that a box of 50?
Yep, box of 50.
Okay.
I was going to say, Keeson should be able to spout all this information.
What's this?
Right? He should have the discount code memorized. Like, oh man, you want a discount code for Palmetto State? I got that.
They have those US GI mags with anti-tilt followers, with the Magpul followers, and they're only like $6.99. Like, I would stock up on those right now.
Really? I would like some of those as well.
Apparently, there's a guy at my swap meet that has magazines.
Hey, you need to give me that link, or do I gotta go there? I'll go there.
They're sold out, but they have them like every like.
Oh, well then, what the hell is that? Tell me about some $6.99 mags, and then tell me they're sold out.
Because they're always on
Oh,
sale.
and hey, by the way, Keeson,
Yeah.
I checked that link. Was in there from when you and Dana were talking about like a week or two ago from what was it called?
Land
Sand. Or, yeah.
Sold out.
And all they had was they had some Hera mags, and I'm like, I'm not buying that. That's not for me.
But there was 100 of those PMags for, what was it, $7.99, so $8 a piece, and it was like for my shipping was only $2, $6 more or whatever, and I bought 25 of them.
Oh, nice, you bastard.
I'll say one thing. I like 10-round AR mags for my Armalite because I shoot off of a bench, and I bought a whole bunch of those Hera 10-round mags for $3.99. And I have not had one single problem with any.
They had the Generation 1 for only $4.99 for 30-round magazines. And they had like thousands of it. And they're all sold out now because obviously people have been buying it up.
Yeah, I bought the 10 rounds for $3.99. I bought like 5 of them. I haven't had one single problem. I wish I would have bought 10 more. I mean.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Like I would have whatever, just a few of them for like bench shooting, but I wouldn't have more than 10 rounders. I personally.
Oh yeah, it's not like what I'd carry, keeping my gun at home or anything, but just for off the bench and stuff. Yeah, it's perfect. And I haven't had one single problem with them. I mean, I can't complain about them at all. They're super lightweight. I know a lot of people talk smack on them. I have no experience on their 30-rounders or 20-rounders. But I have experience with like thermomolds, and Heras are way better than the thermomolds.
Well, they improved their design or whatever it was. They have a Generation 2.
I must have bought all the window mags that Midway had.
I still have a bunch of Generation 2 PMags, and I have some Generation 3, and I don't know. I'm fine with Generation 2. They all work fine for me.
Here's the link for
That's what I
the
most.
magazine for, was it $6.99? Just add your email to the mailing list or whatever when they come back in stock.
I'm starting to experience some of those technical problems that Hawaii was talking about. All of a sudden, stuff's starting to act a little crazy.
Yeah, that happened to me. Everything acted crazy. I had to turn off my computer, turn it back on, and it fixed it.
Well, I think what's happening is it's Tuesday and everybody's
Servers.
getting their updates from all the Microsoft the new updates come out on Tuesdays. You know, the
Oh, well, then that would explain shit.
system upgrades, yeah.
Ooh, locked and loaded right here.
Every Tuesday.
Isn't that copyrighted? You're allowed to say that in a live chat?
Well, but I didn't copyright it. Somebody else does it.
I think.
So right here is
Dang,
$8.41 Magpul PMags, full edge green, for $8. $8.40.
My computer's struggling.
Yeah, I just updated the Windows Defender thing, and so, but everybody else is too.
So that 100-round bulk buy for those PSA, how much are those usually?
You don't have to buy 100 rounds. If you want to buy 100 magazines, it comes in one big old case. But you could buy up to 1, 2. I bought 30 at a time.
Well, and how much were they?
They were $6.99 at a time.
For aluminum? That's not bad.
GI.
Is it any cheaper to buy like in the 100-round case? Do they give you a discount?
No, they're already cheap. There were, I hate to say it, but they're the cheapest ones I find around. But then, was it a couple weeks ago? I got a notification from like whatever. Chip in the Dirt had the Mossberg 5.56 magazines for $5 for whatever anti-tail followers.
Do you ever see those 20-round? They're like pinned in the middle AR aluminum or. Yeah, and they're really cheap. And I even though they're pinned, I haven't found any problems with those. I bought a whole bunch of those for I think $3.
We know that you had your sister order those from Cheaper Than Dirt, so you can go around saying you didn't order them from Cheaper Than Dirt.
No, I didn't buy them. Nope, I didn't buy them. I don't know. I don't know the reputation of Mossberg magazines. I'd rather just buy US. So one thing I've noticed that
Wait a minute, you say Mossberg magazines aren't US. What do you mean?
I mean, I'd rather buy US GI magazines.
Okay.
So I normally for me, I ask guys who are ex-military guys and see if they have any US GI magazines laying around, because a lot of them they do have them. They don't have no use for them because a lot of guys don't have guns. So I always buy them for I bought 7 US GI magazines for $20 a week ago from a guy, and then because they're just the followers are dirty or whatever, and a lot of people don't use them. Like the gray Teflon ones or whatever it is. So I have about another 30 actual military magazines. I'm getting up there in magazines, ain't you?
The only metal ones that I have, none of them are GI surplus or whatever. They were either Elanders or Kamenga. And the Kamengas were really expensive. The Elanders were not, but I've seen videos of the Elanders having problem loading in your rifle when it's full. So I don't know that I would necessarily recommend them.
So I have like a lot of
I've
these
had no
ones.
problem with the Kamangas other than I feel like I overpaid for them because they're almost $30 a piece, and I bought them during the pseudo scare during 2013. So
So
I feel like
I have about another 30 of these just laying around here, and they're just the regular military M4, M16 magazines. And they have the green followers, so they're not anti-tilt. So if you look at it, they'll like pinch in sometimes.
yeah.
But as a rainy day fun, I don't really care.
You could still Frankenstein parts out of that to fix another one potentially.
Yeah, this one's from what was it, Cray Industries, New Britain, Connecticut. It has the pretty cool roll mark for military and law enforcement use only. But yeah, I got 7 of these last week from a guy who was in the military. He just had them laying around. He had no use for them. And but those Magpul ones are pretty cheap right there though too. The 849, but they're foliage green. So
I don't have a problem with that. I bookmarked the page. I'm probably gonna try.
there's 20,000 remaining.
No, I thought it was 2,000.
20,000. Amount available 20,893.
All right, so I might be able to wait a day.
No, I might buy it out.
You might, Rabbit. You might.
Yeah, I'd say G-Webs was IG winning on this one.
Let's see. What do we got here?
When I saw it and liked it, it took it up to 223 likes.
Oh, nice.
I had to do a screenshot of it.
Why is your font weird?
That's very cool.
It's Comic Sans or something like that.
Oh yeah.
It was before your time.
Right.
Yeah.
Calm down there, Dano.
I think the phrase is book 'em
Leopard
down.
snappers making fun of our font. They don't even know.
Now I was curious if you had like a different. Oh, right here, Blackhawk AR-15 magazine, $7.99 plus free shipping over 100. Icabellas.
And
Some
Out of
people
stock.
don't like those magazines.
Was that?
I heard bad stuff about Blackhawk magazine somewhere.
Keeson loves the Black Hawk.
I do love the Blackhawk. I mean Black Hawk. Sorry.
Okay.
How about do you guys like
What?
the Troy Battle Mags?
Huh?
I've heard those jam all the time, but
I
again,
have 3 that I bought during the gun seer because they're like $17 a piece or whatever it was, so it was like cheaper buying it anywhere.
right.
And like the plastic, like where's it at? I have it somewhere over here. I feel like it's not as good quality because you could squeeze the magazine and like it pitches. Where is it at? Right here. Yep, right here. So I have this. What is it? Blue Force gear. Whatever, Blue Force gear chest rig, and I have 3 of these, and they feel so much. Like.
Well, not all the time when something is pliable does it mean it's weak. It can actually be a lot stronger.
Yeah. I have it. I shot through it, but the guy who sold it was like trying to do this like cool stippling job and like stopped halfway. So like a couple of these magazines have cruddy like stipple jobs, and like he tried to rattle can them, but I bought them for like what is it, $15 a piece. I hate to say that, but I did. Bought them off of eBay before eBay banned them. And I also have more USGI Ray mags. I have a whole box full of the black, was it D&H magazines?
All this gun talk makes me want to go to the range.
Sorry, I'm making noise.
Lots of it.
So I just have a whole box right here. It just says, I'm smart enough. It says AR-15 mag. I literally just have 30 of them.
There you go. That's a good place to have a box of them.
And then I have the Magpul ones in my closet. But I dedicate another like 35 of them just for my use.
I put them in, cardboard beer cases so they don't say AK mag on them or something. I mean, and or get another refrigerator.
Well, yeah, I
to
guess.
Put their mags in or something,
Well, like literally, like I'm not trying to like be on baller status, but like I had like a little cheap Pelican case that was like meant for a camera. They're like the waterproof air seal, whatever, like the good to go one if you want to fly on a plane that has like the air regulator so it doesn't like overpressurize or whatever. Well, I had that under my bed and I didn't know what it was, and I had it zip tied. So I cut off the zip tie and I opened it. I'm like, oh shit! Here's another. Was it 500 rounds of 223? So that's why I have to like write on it or I forget what it is. Not trying to say I'm that prepared.
Oh, you are. You're trying to say that.
Like I actually forget.
You're prep crazy.
No, I'm just.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just a bachelor that has extra funds.
Just write on the side of it, sex toys. Nobody will steal them.
Right.
Well, no, like so like
used sex toy.
Yeah, there you
so
go.
like so I've been like getting into whatever like like getting decals made, and one idea is like because I don't have like a rifle like nylon carry bag or anything like that, so I use rifle gun cases. Like the Plano ones and the cheap gun guards and the wannabe Pelican ones. Well, like I was thinking about getting like decals made because I normally have my guns in X amount like in this gun case because they'll fit in this one with that one with this other gun. So I was thinking about getting like those decals that says I mean it would be like my AK, it'd be like my underfolder, AK underfolder or whatever UF. So I know which one's in which, or other people will know which one goes into which gun case. Because you know how those people make those like circular like 5.56 stickers and they put on their ammo can. Just doing that for like the actual gun case.
I just buy tennis racket cases and put all my guns in them.
Good.
Out here, you are required to utilize a case that is designed to house firearms. Now, that can be a gun sock. That's
Only
technically
when you're transporting them, not in your house. They don't have how you have to store it in your house.
Well, I don't think anybody in here was talking about how they stored it in their house.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought he was talking about. Not transporting it, but I thought just storing it. Unless I misunderstood.
Throw it in the truck for a truck gun.
In the tennis case, right? Is what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah. We definitely can't do that here.
Hell, I've got a ball bat and ball gloves and everything in the back of the truck anyway, so they'll just think it's tennis rackets.
There you go.
Here we call them tire checkers.
You won't get me with that. You won't fool me with that one, Tapper Light. Not happening tonight, buddy. Oh, you bastard. Touche. Dang. No, after all that panic talk earlier from DB, and I only got 15 months, I feel like I really got to stock up on more magazines, maybe another AR, probably another shotgun, and then one more 357 and 45, and then like ammo. Oh, until the gun season starts, Tap. That's what DB was prognosticating.
They switched from banning guns to banning Confederate
stock up
flags.
on 5 of each, and then sell some during the next panic.
And that's the thing. If there is a panic, I ain't selling none of that, because if that panic leads into confiscation in any way, shape, or form, I'm gonna need every single one of them.
Did you see my hashtag on those last couple pictures?
I don't think I saw the end of the hashtag, and plus I'm not on Instagram, so I miss that usually.
I'm ready. 2016.
Oh, nice. Nice. I like that. That's a good way to put it out there. I got a couple ideas, Tap.
Yeah, it looks like I'm taking that one over.
Nice.
What kind of... What did I say? Scott, what's your main, like, rifle?
My main rifle?
Yeah.
It's probably a tough choice.
Yeah. Because I'm really liking that PS90 right now. Probably before that would have been my AR pistol.
So would you SBR that PS90?
No, it's already short. I mean...
Yeah, I'd say this is short enough.
Would you not want to, like, just cut it off right there at the very end? Just leave it? How's
What,
it look?
Right
Like
here?
Yeah.
Nah. I'd rather get the extra velocity out of it.
The only way you'd cut it down is if you could replace it with a fucking suppressor, right?
Yeah, I was looking into that the barrel shroud, because this right here is just a shroud. The actual barrel is inside of this.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's a little pencil barrel.
Yeah, it's designed to be like pretty much SBR'd.
But
like you know, sometimes the vectors are like that way.
Man, that'd probably be a lot of fun with a suppressor on it, wouldn't it?
yeah, Mac has a few videos. He SBR'd his, and I was checking out for that barrel shroud that he put on his, because you can put bird cages. It's threaded on the end here to where you can put, you know, bird cages, suppressors, anything. And it works better with a 5.56 suppressor than a 22 suppressor. So.
Right on.
Yeah. I was just curious.
That looks like fun. Fun. Man, and they want, I don't know, they want $2,500 easy for that out here, I think.
Are you serious?
I think so. Well, they did one of the last times I looked at one.
Wow.
After I took it out of I had it in my hand, I looked down and I'm like, yeah, you can have, I said, how much was that? And I don't remember if he said like 22, 23, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you can have this back, bro.
My buddy's dad
light.
has one.
It's ergonomic, all that kind of really good stuff, but when he was trying to quote me that price, I'm like, yeah, not today.
How much is the price per round? I know freaking G-Webs hate that when we talk about that.
I don't know. Divide 50 by $20.
10.
Or $20 by divided by 50.
Oh, that's still not bad.
Less than 50 cents a round.
40 cents a round. That's still good.
If I go with American Eagle ammo, was it? I just looked. I think it was $17.99 from Palmetto.
Palmetto, our store. We should get a freaking Gun Channel sponsorship from them.
You should just be able to issue out codes and discounts at your leisure, Keith.
Yeah.
The Prince of the Palmetto.
The Prince. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna get
Wait,
that.
no,
That was a
that
good
would be
patch.
Palmetto Prince. That would be better.
Dude.
Yep.
The Prince of Palmetto. That sounds pretty cool. I deserve like a patch or something.
Yeah, hell, I mean, this thing breaks completely down in like 30 seconds too. So
How much you picked it up for?
I think it was 1,200.
Nice. See? Yeah. I might have been looking at the wrong time as well, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
My buddy has a 5.7 handgun. You need to get one. So now
Yeah,
you
I'll-
need to get one of those.
I'll eventually get one. Hell, I think I've already stocked up on quite a few FN guns.
You say that now.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna get a second FNS9C. So
Later, people. I'm at her. I got range day tomorrow. I need to get sleep.
yep,
Right
same.
on. Tear it up. Shoot straight, brother.
Good night.
Ooh, nice. Oh,
Yeah, here you get the 45 tacticals. There's my second FNS9 because I had one on my hip, and then FNS9C.
I like that you got the
So
45
you're.
AR.
Let me guess. You're a Smith & Wesson guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting a vibe of Ruger.
Jokes. He's got jokes. At least they're pretty good jokes. Or at least, I mean, pretty bad jokes.
F in November.
I like that. If we can have Glocktober, we should be able to have F in November.
F in November.
Hell, am I the only one using that one too? I think so.
We should be able to, right? You're all over.
Oh, somebody else use it.
Diversify.
Free pumpkins. Yeah, that.
You love that holster.
Yep. I love that gun. Oh my gosh.
That holster's pretty legit. Who made that
And that's
holster for you?
Oh.
Oh, it's not yours.
It's Rain Tactical.
Nice. How much does one of those run?
That one was pretty customed up, so it was up there. Yeah, this setup was over 200, so.
No.
shit.
Oh, what, both the mags and everything? Both mag carriers and everything?
Yeah.
Now, was a good portion of it because the way that the opening by the slide is and everything like that? Was that part of it?
No, because that's the basic design. I think the main portion of it was just going with the different colors and
Right.
stuff like that. Plus getting
And
two
the quick
mag-
tech.
And did
Yeah.
you got an RMR on there?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that's balling right there.
You think? Yeah, you guys always make fun of me balling. He's balling.
Yeah, here.
So that gun's like a freaking $2,000 gun right there.
Yeah, it is. Co-witnesses.
Nice.
Yeah, shooting Daniel's FN 45 tactical makes me want to get one. There's so like when you shoot it, there's like no recoil at all.
I know, it's
Well,
a
because
sweet
it's
gun.
big. But how do you like the trigger on that?
Oh, I
Pink?
love it.
It looks,
Yeah.
it's so good. Like Daniel,
Here's a
like,
silly question. Do they make it with a 10-round magazine? I didn't think they did.
Ooh.
Not the tactical model. You know what I mean? Which is the bummer. Boomer.
I think they do. Let me see here.
So I thought they might have made a FNX with a 10 rounder, but I didn't think they made the FNX tactical that way. Dun dun dun.
Is there anybody still in the gun channel side?
Not a whole lot of commenting, but
They do make it 10 rounders.
what? I missed that.
They
I was
do
looking
make
at guns.
10 rounders for the
I think
FNX.
just the regular.
So you can buy
Okay,
10
yeah.
round magazines.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't think that those probably won't work in the tactical. I wouldn't think.
FNX 45 pistol.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much the same gun. Let me see.
You don't think that the grip's different or anything?
No. So the FN and the FNX and the FNX tactical, the only thing that's different is that the FNX has the regular FNX doesn't have that slide cutout. It doesn't have the high-rise sights for where suppressors or whatever. And the threaded barrel, so you can still get.
Yeah, you see me flipping between them.
Yeah.
So you get it has the high suppressor sights, threaded barrel, and see like
Yeah, because see on the 45 tactical, it's got that extended.
Base plate. Yeah, that's it. I think that's a good looking firearm for sure.
yeah. We shot Daniels with his suppressor, his Osprey 45, and that thing had no recoil at all and no sound. All you can hear is just you hear the slides re-rack, and then you hear the shell casing hits the concrete floor.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. You got to be imaginative to figure out a way to holster it, though.
Oh yeah. Even with like a suppressor on it too, or like have a suppressor.
Well, no, that's exactly what I mean. You have to be pretty inventive and have a really good draw stroke, I would think.
If I was to actually have be like a, I don't know, a made man or whatever, what's it called? What's that?
A hitman?
A hitman? What's it? What do they call themselves? Plumbers or whatever it is?
Cleaners.
Cleaners. I would have it like I would just have like a World War II tanker style like shoulder holster, and like have a trench coat. Or can be like, was it Nero off of The Matrix?
Yeah.
I wonder though if it's got the 15 round capacity on the regular with the extended base plate like that. I just wonder how the 10 rounder would work.
What do you mean? It probably has the same body, but it probably just has like a different spring, and like the follower maybe extended, so it actually blocks it off. I mean,
Yeah, could be. Could be.
it probably has like a limiting follower.
Let's see. Let's see, Rabbit. Let's see. See if Botach got any of those magazines. I don't think they do.
Oh, for magazines? Let me.
Yeah, just to see if.
Uh,
I guess I should check CDNN too.
Yeah, I'll get you a place for the magazines.
Uh-oh.
I was just looking at the prices.
Oh, for FNX mags?
Yeah,
How much are they?
about $45.
Oof. Roof.
Those are 15 rounds. Let me see if I can find.
What do we got? FNH pistol mags, 4860.
10 round, yeah, FNX 45 magazine, 10 round black, $44. Yeah.
Okay, and they're on back order here at or did I say Botach? But yes, okay. So that's good to know that you can order them. Well, you can try and order them, I guess I should say. But it's just good that they make them at the very least, in FDE and in black. It looks like.
Yep.
All right, so don't have to panic on that. Because yeah, that sure is a nice looking 45.
It's double action, single action, so. It's a safety decocker.
So when you say that, it means it's just a decocker, or is
It's safety, or safety and decocker. So you can you can carry it cocked and locked like a 1911, or you can
Decock it, make it have a double action trigger pull.
right.
Sorry.
okay, yeah, all right, that's okay. That's much preferred.
Much preferred.
Because you don't have to take that safety off then.
Right. Yeah, the first pull would be double action, and everyone after that's going to be single action.
Kind of like the look. I mean, all my guns are black so far, but I do kind of like the look of that FDE. That is kind of smooth looking.
If they made an OD green one, I would probably jump on it right now. Like I'd probably buy it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure that they don't make one?
They don't.
Are you sure? They might not make one currently, but that doesn't mean that they haven't made one, right?
Which one? What is it?
Have they made one in OD green or anything like that, do you think?
Nah, I haven't seen one.
Not yet? Okay.
Just a flat dark earth and black.
Ooh, that's a really nice one. The Sphinx. I wish it made like a dark green. Like a dark OD green, like the XDMs.
Now you can get the stainless on the black, but
yeah.
For the fancy schmancy.
Yeah.
Man, what was the Beretta PX4 that they made that was it came in the Pelican case. It was supposed to be like a special operations kit almost. Let me see if I can find that.
Talk about the one that's like the PS90.
No, it's just a pistol.
Oh.
But it's like their wasn't Spec Ops, Special Duty. That's what it was. Let's see if I can find a picture.
Yeah, Tapper Light had it in the side.
What's that?
Type F.
Oh yeah, because that's Flat Dark Earth, the Special Duty one. What's supposed to? I'm trying to remember what was so special about the Special Duty.
Threaded barrel.
Yeah, I think there was also something else going on there. Because it's like over $1,000 or whatever. What was the deal? Okay. Developed to meet the very demanding requirements of the original .45 caliber Joint Combat Pistol specifications issued by SOCOM. Superior weather resistance. Utilizes state-of-the-art materials and finishes capable of withstanding the toughest weather and military conditions. 3 magazines are provided with each pistol, 1 9-round and 2 10-round. All feature the special PVD corrosion-resistant and high lubricity finish. Dark Earth frame is specified by SOCOM. The SD features a distinctive dark earth colored frame and back straps. Extended barrel suitable for threading. Tactical case. And then 2 additional back straps, magazine release buttons, flush hammer spring cap, and then compact cleaning kit with lubricant oil. It seems like you're paying for that Pelican case. And for the,
Extended barrel.
Okay, there you go. That's part of it too.
You said it was only 9-round mags?
I think 9 and
Yeah.
10. Let's see. 10, it comes with 1 9-round flush and 2 10s. 2 10-rounders. See, that's one nice thing about that FNX Tactical is I could get 10-rounders to start with, and if my state ever came around to common sense thinking,
Yep.
I could then upgrade.
15.
Right? And it's not going to be like on that SIG P227. If you go with the 14-round and it's got the extension on it, it just looks weird. The way it's set up. It comes down pretty far, the extension. Looks goofy.
Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Head out.
Okay, man.
Close, man. It's getting pretty late for me, too.
It's like what, 10 o'clock over there?
It's like 10:30, but I gotta be up at 5:20.
Guys go by realistically like how late you're awake or how much money is left in the bank account?
Man,
Well, both, kind of
you
both.
know what? That's probably a good call right there. I need to break my own YouTube search engine somehow.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
I keep
whatever.
on forgetting I have a car payment now. I'm like, fuck.
Nice. Responsibility is a bitch.
Yep.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Yep. See you, man. I should be getting my ammo in the mail here pretty soon.
You get mail this early?
Well, no, I'm at UPS. Because they had shipped it a couple days ago.
Nice. Very nice.
So what brought on the FN love? I got a little late to the party.
What brought on the what?
The FN love.
Oh, I was just looking pictures of mine.
Pink's got a thing. He's got an FN thing going on. Quality craftsmanship or something like that.
Yeah, I wish I could afford that.
He's just looking at my Instagram pictures.
So I take
Nice.
it the PS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely want that. The 5.7 handgun and the FNH40. Tupo.
That right there is my favorite doctor.
Oh, the fourth one, yeah.
He's the one when I was a kid, and he was kind of scary. I mean, the look on his face, he's a big, goofy-looking, mop-headed guy, and if you remember, he had a little bit of a temper. He was mostly funny, though.
Used to watch him. I think, man, what was that? Oh. Did, shit, what is that over there? Monty Python.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Watch him, then Monty Python, and then after both of those, I think Benny Hill was on.
Nice. A
Used
little
to
bit
watch-
later in the evening, potentially.
Yep, used to watch all of them.
Benny Hill always had the hot chicks.
I remember that chat that Chris was going through the Walmart, and Guru had the Benny Hill music going on.
Yeah. That's some quality stuff right there.
Where was Chris tonight?
I don't know.
Hadn't seen him at all.
Haven't seen him or Yankee.
Yankees' ears were ringing, though. He knew we were talking shit about him all night, so he didn't want to show up.
All right, my friends, you have a good evening.
All right.
Bid you all aloha, and I'll catch you tomorrow, next day, something.
Have a
Sounds
good
good.
one, man.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, there you go, Wayne.
What, where? Oh, there we go. How much have you run through it so far?
It's just about 200 rounds.
Okay, so you got it recently.
Yeah. Yeah, my magazines just came today, so that my ammo should be coming either tomorrow or the next day, and then I'll just load them all up.
Yeah, I noticed that's one of the not Achilles' heel, but it's definitely a bit expensive, like for the magazines. How much did those run you?
Just $25 a piece.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad then.
Yeah, I was getting the 50 rounders too, so.
Like freaking double that. Well, I think that's what they use standard, right? Is 50?
No, they either come with either 10 or 30s.
Ugh.
Depending on where you're shopping, they're all the same price. So.
Yeah, I thought basically those were yes, the P90 variant, PS90. I thought the standard was 50 rounds.
Nope. For the military.
Well, I guess the way they sell it here is 50 rounds, but you know it's not illegal here. I guess.
Right. Yeah, it's what mine came with.
I don't know if you wait maybe a few months when the litigation actually goes through, you might be able to get a real P90.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Just be able to buy the parts and convert mine.
I'm assuming even if they win the day or whatever, then I'm assuming it'll just go back to the way it was, which, you know, pre-1986, where you had to register it.
Right.
But it would still be nice to be able to have, you know, the weapons as they were designed rather than crippled.
Right. Let's see if there's any news. Nope, no major news going on.
I haven't really noticed anything major, thankfully, today.
Philadelphia shotgun shooting. 7 people wounded, including 3 kids, in random attack.
Nope. Yeah, that won't get any news because that's Joe Biden's gun right there. Some of these stories.
Detroit Coney Island shooting. Pete's Grill employee fatally shoots armed robber.
Nobody died from the shotgun shooting from what looked like, I guess, a fight or whatever it was. 2 of them are still critical out of the 7 that were wounded, but not that any like anti-gunners won't try and jump on that, but I don't think they can get very far on that one.
Man arrested after slashing woman at popular New York park. Machete wielding man was arrested after police say he lashed out at a woman.
Yeah, I think we had one, I think it was last week, where basically, the disgruntled old flame or something, he basically bludgeoned her to death with a rock and then shot himself. But didn't bother to kill her with the gun. He used a rock on her.
California monk charged in knifing fellow monk.
Wow. There's some serious irony there. Is that like, will they go in for street cred against each other? Or?
I don't know. Authorities say a Buddhist monk has been charged with attempted murder and the stabbing of another monk in the San Francisco Bay Area monastery.
Talk about monk fail.
Some of these stories.
Yeah, now I know why I don't really check these very often. People are dropping like flies. You'd think it'd be almost like 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern or something.
Yeah. Yeah, since it's almost 5 o'clock, might as well go ahead and shut her down then. I don't think anybody out in the external's gonna jump in, so.
Yeah, I just woke up. Pretty much everybody else is usually in the sack or getting ready to. Usually at this time.
Yeah. Yep. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll go ahead and call this one a night.
All right, man.